that is very possible.
How possible is that?
Yeah, it is very possible because database, I want to say that database is like a brain, a long-term brain, a brain that can keep information for a very long time. So we only need somebody who will be able to manage it by backing it up. That person will be able to make sure that the data is always available at a given point in time. And so if that person is able to, that person called database administrator, is able to carry out his duty well by ensuring that no data is lost, then even in the million years we'll be able to have the data.
Now that's about databases. You said it's good to trace people, to trace to trace events and so on. We keep that data. But I'm still coming back to this. I was saying,
yes, sir.
If you were to implement that at the level of public administration management in Cameroon,
yes,
what will you be proposing? You have known stories of parents who leave the regions and come to follow documents.
Yes.
Should it even be coming up? If
No.
there is
No, there shouldn't be any reason why anyone should leave their region and travel anywhere to follow up any document. Because all that, once that information is digitalized, we don't have to worry about it because we can easily trace it. You can sit down at the suburb of Com somewhere and just with a single phone be able to trace where is my ID card. If I apply for an ID card, I'm trying to figure out where it is. I'm able to see that because I have access to the database and I can trace that information, and that information will never get lost. Now, we've heard about situations a lot of time where a municipality gets burned down and all that record is gone. That situation will no longer be the case when you digitalize that and you have that in the database, because we have database administrators are in charge of making sure the data is backed up, making sure the data is available, making sure that users can access the database every single time they want it. And the company back then, or the municipality, can sit back and relax, knowing fully that they are protected and every individual is there. Now we've seen a lot of situations in this country where things like you talk about the fact of everyone can be tracked from when they're born until when they die, because there is a database. And with database, we can even institute a so-called social security, like in other countries, where every single individual that gets born has a social security number, and you cannot fabricate a social security number at the age of 30. Where were you when you were born? You know, so if a new social security number comes out at the age of 30, it should either be an individual that has migrated to Cameroon and acquired Cameroonian nationality, or it should be someone that had maybe acquired a residence in this country through whatever means that the individual has acquired. So it's very easy for administration to be able to follow up every single thing at the level of digitalization and putting in the database.
Carry
yes, sir.
one convoy like that. We just started common you are speaking there. Now, okay, let me have this also very
Yes.
And one thing. If it's as easy as you're putting it,
Yes.
then why are people feel dragging?
Well, I think sometimes it's about awareness, and that's what we're doing, right? Creating awareness on the fact that this is not really difficult. Now, I don't want to jump into cloud computing because that's where...
That's why this man has to come in very calm, because I don't think it all the time.
That's where we actually go into, right? Because a lot of countries or a lot of municipalities just feel that it's so expensive to manage that. But with the incoming of cloud computing, it makes life very, very easy. We can easily manage it at a very minimal cost because the world has changed, a lot is available, and there are resources available at a very cheap cost. So it's all about awareness. I will say so.
Nathan, please, what is cloud computing? We started talking about that already.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, when he talks of cloud computing, because he's coming in after the SQL Server administration we are talking of. With cloud computing now, data can be stored at, like you can see there, they store data like in America. So what we have as the advantage of it is that because when you use something like servers, like he was talking about the phone that you use, that phone is like a server. That phone can get bad. And so when you buy the phone, you discover that phones are being updated from time to time. So with cloud computing now, it permits you to be able to store data without any fear that the phone that I have will one day get lost, and then it will be very difficult for me to trace my data.
Yeah, because I see with the phones you're talking about, the phone is missing, we acquire another phone, they ask you a certain coordinates, and then you have all of the information in that phone. That's what you call cloud computing.
Yes, so yes, like
it's part of it.
Yes, it's part of it.
Let me ask you again.
Yes, sir.
If information is stored somewhere else, not in Cameroon, America, how safe is that information?
Well,
the cloud may not be safe.
That's the myth that most people already think that cloud is not really safe, right? You've been using cloud for the last 10, 20 years. when was the last time you created your Yahoo Mail?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, okay. What about Gmail? So where is that email is never full. Where are all the pictures that they send to you, the videos, the text messages, the messages that have been saved to you? That information is saved somewhere and it's saved in the cloud. When we talk about cloud computing, people easily feel that it is a notion of something saved in the cloud. But it is really that it is saved somewhere, hosted by an individual. But it's the safest way to do things. Because if you want to really know about it, just go on and look at Google Data Center or Facebook Data Center or Amazon Data Center and see how secure it is to actually get there. The security level are the level of physical security, even by getting to a building. They have infrared light, infrared sensors, you have fingerprint, iris print, before you even get closer to where the data is saved. So it's the most safest way, and most of the time we have technologies like encryption, serverless certificates that come into place to make sure that only authorized user can access it. Do you even know that Microsoft doesn't even have access to your data? They don't even have it.
Who sends it back to me when it's missing?
Well, you manage it. All they do is that they grant you access to be able to manage it. No one can read your email unless that individual has hacked into your email, has your username and password. Even the individual that holds your email doesn't have access to that. That's how secure.
Now, let's be going, because I'm sure Mr. Sylvian Honor is already getting ready to be here with us. Those 500 people who are teaching in Kiawi Tech IT Academy US, are they blacks or they're whites too?
Well, we have a diverse audience, and we don't limit that to anywhere. Our teaching is via Zoom. We live in very hard times. Coronavirus has taught us that we need to embrace digitalization and we need to embrace virtual learning. And that's where we come in there. All you need is access to internet, access to a laptop, and you can take your classes everywhere. We have trainees in South Africa, Asia, South America, Canada, US, Europe, you name it. So we don't limit where the individual can take our courses.
Before you leave us, gentlemen, I just want to how can you be contacted?
So we are available via the net on kiawitech.com, www.kiawitech.com. It's KIAWITECH.com. That's our website. We do have a Facebook page, Kiawitech IT Academy, a YouTube channel, an Instagram, and a Twitter account. So you can reach out. Our website is well informed with all the information that we've mentioned here today. We also do offer scholarships for people that are underprivileged individuals. So just reach out if this is something that you feel that touches you and you want to join the movement. This is something that we can always help.
Because ICTs remain the key to development and the key to the world. Any last thing you want to say as concerns this topic we talked about?
Yes, I cannot live here without saying a word to the Cameroonians, to the world at large. Kiawi Tech, I want to talk more on Kiawi Tech, where my dream has been turned true. So, as he has already given you how you can get information about the Kiawi Tech Academy, I just want to encourage every Cameroonian, whether you are taking general education, know that there is always an opportunity when you come into IT world, because the world is governed by IT.
And there's no distance. You are based in the US and there can be students here.
That's right.
We hope they will get through to you. When they need you, you have given your coordinates and they can contact you. I want to thank you very much, Dennis Kiawi, Chief Executive Officer of Kiawi Tech IT Academy. It's based in which town of the US?
In Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas, United States of America. And we have Morgan Nathan, who is ICT trainee, who came also to participate in this program. Gentlemen, good luck as you give back to your communities.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
We're taking a break, and when we come back, we shall be talking about a UK-based Cameroonian who has invented a solar-powered mobile car wash. This is Twala.